Hello everybody, this is ISmileyzI here once again, bringing you another episode of my Let's Play of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. It is time for court, in the second case of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, is at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence that she committed the murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. You may call your first witness. which was, I think it was supposed to be the judge's line, but it says it was Edgeworth. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map to the office to explain. Alright, so he's gonna just describe the details of the murder. I don't think he actually has any testimony in this case. Yep. We already know what the cause of death was. The thinker. Blunt force trauma. Yeah, they are still calling it a statue. Interesting point to note there. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Alright, so he does testify. Thinking of a different case where he doesn't actually testify? As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? Couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh! Smack! Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. Worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Alright, so that's the introduction to pressing a witness for more information. You'll ask them some sort of question and then they'll answer and give the other information, and sometimes the information will be added to the testimony. Now I'm going to start pressing like everything, so... Hold it! Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb. You know who. Call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. Two people there already. Miss Maya Fey and the lawyer, I guess I'm just going to press every statement, why not? Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the two people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. Alright, so we know this because we were one of those people. Their funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair. Make you stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Wow, Phoenix. Yeah, she is pretty unmistakable. Don't say anything about yourself. Hold it! Yeah. Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim is hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. She's pretty pink, actually. Yep. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Gah! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There's something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before you begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you test about this vile piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try and be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Alright. Time to cross-examine Gumshoe for the second time. After securing the suspect, examine the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Then write on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. The word Maya is written clearly in blood. Alright, so let's start pressing things. It's a good habit, especially if you are inexperienced with the Phoenix Wright games. It's a good idea to just start pressing every statement, unless there's a penalty for doing so. The killer, of course. She was framed! Objection! Edgeworth's and Phoenix's objections are somewhat similar, I suppose, although with different inflections. Alright, so yeah, we don't have any evidence that it was anyone other than Maya, or anyone other than Mia who wrote the notes. Yes. Blood was the victim's. They take little bits of the blood. They're the hermogoblins, hemoglobin bobbin. I refuse to testify on this matter, sir. Yes, that was quite clear, and you may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I made your honor, sir. I mean, your honor, pal. I think you can expect a pleasant bonus in your next paycheck. Oh ho ho. That was a mess. Alright, where was I? Poor Gumshoe. Yeah, we know what you're getting at, Phoenix. What's with the killer's name? It happens all the time in books and movies. Well, it is kind of odd, I suppose. I mean, wouldn't her sister, if Maya did indeed kill Mia, wouldn't she want to protect her sister? I don't know. What'd he say? Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what I was supposed to present because I kind of forgot, actually. Let's see. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Why can't I remember what to present? Well then, this is kind of a problem. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Okay. Huh. Well, I don't know why I can't remember. Why can't I remember what to present? I should remember how to do this. I should remember this, like, totally. Ah, no, that's it. I think this is it. Yes, she died instantaneously, so she didn't have time to write the killer's name. I almost forgot. You have it backwards, detective. The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. No butting your way out of this one, detective. Order! Order! Defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down. Objection! Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain the autopsy report? When, when did we get it? It would have been the day after the murder? Not that it matters. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth! Should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. The detective's a sham. I'm a sham. The detective's a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You were at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. But, Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Dang it, Edgeworth. You and your updated autopsy reports. Alright, it's time for the next witness, who we know as April May. Yeah, what part of her is innocent exactly? It's a good question. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the court. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room? I checked in right after lunch. This hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Alright, so it's time for April May's first testimony. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink. I see. It's a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Well, of course we're doing it. No thanks. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Witness's account. It was like 9 at night. Okay, I didn't need to read it again. Let's see, I think we have to present this, or to press the statement. How do you know she was the defendant? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. Testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question that testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. It's rubbish. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... you saw nothing. You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Erp! Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed that client, Maya Fay, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. Testimony is bogus. It's rubbish. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr, what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Alright. Second testimony. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in hippie clothes ran after her. They're the hippie clothes again. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of the report not startle you? Tee. Ah. Well, I think we know what this contradiction is. It's the same contradiction that happened to Mr. Saw in the last case. How would you know it was a clock? You know what I say to that? April, May? Objection! What you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You said that statue thinker is a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Erp! Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. We know who that is. He was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Erp! The witness saw the murder with their own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Objection! The questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If you stop me there, the trial will be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices in Fay & Co.? No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard from my hotel room. Law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, are very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I'm not satisfied because...